Welcome to Brindavan, a Parthasadi family Samarpanam to our beloved parents, a space for enjoying Vaishnava Sampradaya, slokas, songs, Divyadesa Pasarams, and much more. Namaskar Muttam Bhagavatas. Today we will soak ourselves in the Arthanubhavam of Slokam 87 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam in our Ayiram Namangal, Ayiram Gunangal series. रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकं श्रीशैलेशदयापात्रं दीपत्यादिगुणात्मकं यतीन्द्रप्रवणं वन्दे रम्यजामातरं मुनिम्
कुमुदकुन्दरकुन्दपर्जन्यः पवनोऽनिलः अमृतांशो मृतवपुः सर्वज्ञः सर्वतोमुखः.
The first Nama in Slokam 87 is Kumudaha. He is very happy being with his devotees. You can see how he enjoys all his devotees, his Paramabhakta Hanuman, Sri Mahalakshmi, Tayar, everybody is in Paramapadam with him, along with us when we reach there and get moksham from him after we follow the righteous pathway and we surrender ourselves. He is being happy in the Prakriti Mandala. He gives mukti in his abode and makes us reside there. Nama is Kumudaya Namaha. The second Nama in Slokam 87 is Kundaraha. He is pure as jasmine. Jasmine is white and he is as pure as jasmine. He cleanses the sins of everyone and gives them mukti and gives them knowledge about Paratattva. But during the cleaning process, he does not get affected in any way. So he is Kundaraha. He gives kum, which is mukti. So he is Kundaraha. Nama is Kundaraya Namaha. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 10, Lord Krishna says, "Those whose minds are always united with me in loving devotion, I give them divine knowledge by which they can attain me." I tell them how they can reach me. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. I give them the upayam. I give them the way, the pathway to reach me, to those people who are devoted to me. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 10. Third Nama we'll see in Slokam 87 is Kundaha. He gives incremental knowledge about Parajnanam, Parabhakti and Paramabhakti to those who have climbed the first steps of knowledge and detachment. So when we get detachment towards samsara bandham, he starts giving us that knowledge. He ensures the cleansed sins do not come back to the person again. So whatever mistakes they have committed, they don't come back again. So that is Kundaya Namaha is a Nama. Nammalvar in Thiruvaimozhi 2.6.1 sings about how he is holding tight to Bhagavan, that Sriman Narayana, who is taking care of his devotees and who is annihilating his enemies or the asuras or the bad people. Vaigunda Manivannane en polla Tirukkurula ennul manni Vaigum kaigal thorum அமுதாய வானேரே செய்குந்தா அருந்தீமை உனடியார்க்கு தீர்த்து அசுரர்க்கு தீமைகள் செய்குந்தா உன்னை நான் பிடித்தேன் கொள் சிக்கெனவே. I'm holding you tight and you do all good things for me and you annihilate the bad people. Next we will see Parjanyaha. He shows his true form and dispels the three forms of afflictions or the tapas. There are 3 types of pains caused to oneself. One caused from within by themselves. That's called adhyatmika. And the other form of affliction is those caused by others, adibhautik, and those caused by Bhagavan are all called adidaivik. Those caused by others are somebody else can hurt us, that is adibhautik. And so the acts of Bhagavan, like acts of nature, like the pralayam, or when there is a hurricane, or when there is a storm and people are affected, that is adidevik, that is acts of Bhagavan. So he shows his true form and dispels all these afflictions and removes it. So he is Parjanya. Nama is Parjanyaya Namaha. Tirumangayalvar in Tirunedantandagam 30, Pasuram 30, sings on Perumal. மின்னுமா மழை தவழும் மேகவண்ணா விண்ணவர்த்தம் பெருமானே அருளாயென்ன அன்னமாய் முனிவரோடு அமரரேத்த அருமறையை வெளிப்படுத்த அம்மான் தன்னை மன்னுமாமணி மாட மங்கை வேந்தன் மானவேல் பரகாலன் கலியன் சொன்ன பன்னிய நூல் தமிழ் மாலை வல்லார் தொல்லை பழவினையை முதலறிய வல்லார் தாமே. He says, you remove all the afflictions of us and take us under your fold. That is Tirunedantadagam by Tirumangayalvar, Pasuram 30. Tirumangayalvar in Periya Tirumozhi 1.10.9 on Thiruvengadam again sings about how Bhagavan comes within him and how he takes care of him. வந்தாய் என் மனம் புகுந்தாய் மன்னி நின்னாய் நந்தாத கொழுஞ்சுடரே எங்கள் நம்பி சிந்தாமணியே திருவேங்கடம் மேயந்தாய் இனியான் உன்னை என்றும் விடேனே. He says, I will not leave you any day because you are within me now and you are taking care of me. Tiruvengadamudaiyan. Pavanaha is the next nama. He is like that which goes and blows, just like the wind blows. You can feel the wind, but you cannot see the wind. Similarly, we can see the effect of Bhagavan. We can feel the effect of Bhagavan, but we cannot see him as such. He reaches the bhakta very quickly in times of need and very gently. And he purifies him and does not wait for the bhakta to come. Just like the wind doesn't wait for you to go there. It blows on you. Similarly, Bhagavan does not wait for us. He blows on us just like the wind. So he's a gentle wind-like thing. So he's called Pavanaha. Nama is Pavanaya Namaha. Anilaha is the next nama. He does not need anyone to urge him to do anything. We all need a push to do something what we have to do. Even something that's essentially needed, we need somebody to push us, or something, or some goal for us to push us. But he does not need anything like that. He does his things on his own. He comes and protects us and does good for his devotees. When does he do that? The moment you think of him and approaches him, the moment you think of him and approach him, he showers all the possible blessings on the devotee and comes and helps us and protects us in all forms, in every possible way. So his anilaha, nila means something that needs to be pushed. He does not need any of that. He's anila. Nama is Anilaya Namaha. Nammalvar very beautifully brings out this aspect of Bhagavan, or of this guna as Bhagavan, Sriman Narayana, that he is everything and how he reaches his devotees the moment we approach him. கற்கும் கல்விக்கு இல்லை இளையனே என்னும் கற்கும் கல்வி ஆவேனும் யானே என்னும் கற்கும் கல்வி செய்வேனும் யானே என்னும் கற்கும் கல்வி தீர்ப்பேனும் யானே என்னும் கற்கும் கல்விச் சாரமும் யானே என்னும் கற்கும் கல்வி நாதன் வந்து ஏறக்கொலோ கற்கும் கல்வி ஈர்க்கு இவையன் சொல்லுகேன் கற்கும் கல்வி என்வாள் காண்கின்றனவே. He says everything is Bhagavan. He comes and in all possible ways and protects us. The next nama we'll see is Amritashaha. Amritam is the divine nectar. He feeds his devotees with this divine nectar of his gunas. That is the Amritam. Namalvar very beautifully brings about this quality of Bhagavan's nectar and how we ask for more and more of this nectar as we enjoy that. Nama is Amritashaya Namaha. Namalvar Thiruvaimozhi 8.8.4 யானும் தானாய் ஒழிந்தானை யாதும் எவர்க்கும் முன்னோனை தானும் சிவனும் பிரமனுமாகி படைத்ததன் முதலை தேனும் பாலும் கண்ணலும் அமுதும் ஆகித் தித்தித்து என் ஊனில் உயிரில் உணர்வினில் நின்ற ஒன்றை உணர்ந்தேனே. He says, I felt that Bhagavan who was தேனும் பாலும் கண்ணலும். He said தேனும். He was the honey and he was the milk. And he was that amud, that divine nectar. I felt that Bhagavan in me. Nindra ஒன்றை உணர்ந்தேனே. I felt that. He says, he didn't say I see that, but he says I felt that. Namalvar Thiruvaimozhi 8.8.4 Amrita Vapuhu. Amritam, as we said, is divine nectar. Vapuhu is his body. His body is like divine nectar. His devotees are never satiated or satisfied meditating on his Tirumeni because it is so beautiful. You want to have more and more of it and experience him more. So that is Amrita Vapuhu. And his nama is Amrita Vapushe Namaha. Let us see how Namalvar sings about this guna of Bhagavan. Namalvar Thiruvaimozhi 5.8.1 to 5.8.11, the whole padigam of 11 pasurams on Tirukudandai, Aravamudan, the one who is the divine nectar, and by seeing him or by experiencing him we have no satisfaction, we want more and more. That Bhagavan Sarangapani is sung by Namalvar very beautifully. ஆரா அமுதே அடியேன் உடலம் நின்பால் அன்பாயே நீராய் அலைந்து கரைய உருக்குகின்ற நெடுமாலே சீரார் சென்னல் கவரி வீசும் செழுநீர் திருக்குடந்தை ஏறார் கோலம் திகழக் கிடந்தாய் கண்டேன் எம்மானே. He says that Bhagavan who is in Tirukudandai, Ara Amuda, I am never satisfied with him. And I pray to that Bhagavan, Ara Amudan in Tirukudandai, Sarangamani Perumal. Sarvajnaha is the next nama. That means he knows everything. Jnanam is knowledge. Sarvajnam is Sarvajnanam. He knows everything about his devotees. He knows his devotees fully well. He knows our strengths and our weaknesses and what we can do and what we are not capable of doing. So he gives us only things that we can handle, which we can definitely take care of. We can definitely do with his guidance and with his blessings. Any situation we can overcome. So he knows us very well, and that is why he gives us what we can take only. Nama is Sarvajnaya Namaha. Thirumangalwar, Periya Tirumazhi, 4.9.6 on Tiruyindalur, a place which is very close to Mayavaram, Mayiladurai, sings about how Perumal knows all his devotees, his adiyar. சொல்லாது ஒழியகில்லேன் அறிந்த சொல்லில் நும்மடியார் எல்லோரோடும் ஒக்க எண்ணி இருந்தீர் அடியேனை நல்லார் அறிவீர் தீயார் அறிவீர் நமக்கு இவ்வுலகத்து எல்லாம் அறிவீர் ஈதே அறியீர் இந்தளூர் ஈரே. He says, Tiruyindalur, Parimalaranga Perumal, you know Nallar Arivir, you know who is good. Tiyar Arivir, you know who is bad. You know all your devotees, you know all of them. And that is your knowledge. So you are Sarvajna, you knows everything. You knows everything and everybody. And what everybody is doing at every point in time. That is Tiruyindalur, Parimalaranga Perumal. The song is by Thirumangalwar, Periya Tirumazhi Pasuram. Sarvato Mukha is the last Nama in Slokam 87. There are many ways to reach him and attain him. He has not laid a single pathway and doesn't say you should come only through this way. There are many ways in which we can reach him. He has made either by bhakti or by surrendering to him or the Nama Sankirtanam. There are many ways in which we can reach him. So it makes us easier to follow whichever pathway is possible for us. He does not say everybody has to meditate and do yajnam and do yoga and come to me. You can do Nama Sankirtanam and go to him. You can surrender to him, just like Lord Hanuman did. You just say, Bhagavan, you are the only one who can take care of me. That one word is enough for him to come and grace us and protect us. That is, he has many ways to reach him. Sarvato Mukha. Nama is Sarvato Mukhaya Namaha. To summarize Slokam 87, he is happy being with his devotees in the Prakriti Mandalam. He gives mukti in his abode or moksham in his abode in Paramapadam. He is pure as a jasmine and cleanses the sins of everyone. He gives us kum, which is mukti, and gives the knowledge about paratattva. He gives the incremental knowledge about parajnanam, parabhakti and paramabhakti to those who have climbed the first steps of knowledge and detachment. He shows his true form and dispels the three forms of affliction or tapas, like one that is caused by oneself, adhyatmika, self-induced, pain caused by others, adibhautik, and those caused by act of Bhagavan, of nature, adidaivik. And he is like the wind that blows and purifies the bhakta. We can feel him, but we cannot see him. He feeds his devotees with the nectar of his qualities, gunas. So he is amrita. He has a nectar-like body, trimeni, which we are never satisfied seeing him. Whenever we go to any temple, we are happy we are seeing Perumal. But when you come back, you want to go back and see the same Perumal, enjoy the same bliss. When we feel that with the happiness we get in going to his temple, then imagine when we get eternal bliss, how much satisfied we can be. He knows his devotees fully well. He knows our strengths and weaknesses and what we can do and what we cannot do. And he gives us work according to our capabilities and what we can do. He has laid many pathways to reach him, and it is not a single pathway. So we can choose the pathway, whichever suits us, whichever we are able to follow. But only thing is we have to follow it ardently and make sure that we follow all the rules and regulations and reach Bhagavan as and when we think of him. Ultimately, again, everything boils down to unconditional Sharanagati and Mahavishwasam in Bhagavan. Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana. This brings us to end of Slokam 87. See you all in 88. Dhanyosmi for joining us.